Hey everybody, Raven here, and today I want to talk to you about the perils of buying and purchasing coins in silver and gold because sometimes you end up with fakes. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, even the best out there will sometimes make a mistake. And I have two examples of some really expensive coins that were purchased, one at the shop, one by myself, and they both turned out to be fake. Unfortunately, it does happen, like I said, to the best of us, but we're going to discuss things to help you avoid buying coins that might not be real. Um, on this one here, I purchased this 1909 SVDB penny off of another dealer who said they bought it from a dealer and wanted me to have it. Thought that it would be a great deal for everybody. He'd make a little money, I could make a little money off of it. But unfortunately, I got this letter sent to me via the person that purchased it from me that it was fake. Here's the thing about doing coin dealing and selling and buying coins in general. You have to have honesty, integrity, and transparency, ladies and gentlemen. In the Nest, we call it the hit squad because it is very important that you're an honest person and that you're of your word because that's literally all you have in this industry. Now, the person that I bought it from gave me back my money and then some, and the person that purchased it from me got the equivalent back in silver and whatnot to make it more than fine that the deal was made right. That's one of the most important things right off the bat is that knowing and understanding people make mistakes, and also when you make a mistake, you make it right. Now, the person that I purchased this from was sold this coin by another coin dealer. He didn't look too closely at it because he took that coin dealer's word. I didn't look too closely at it because I took his word. And the good thing is that somebody sent this in to have it graded because now it'll be no longer out there for sale as a fake coin. This is something that I'll take to the shop and have it put into my boss's collection of fake coins. This coin right here is a piece of gold, well, it was supposed to be gold, that was purchased at the shop. And we're going to get into a couple things. First of all, Sigma machines are guides, they're not perfect. This coin here tested on a Sigma, and the person that bought it literally said it was a really busy day. It tested on the Sigma, they thought that it would be fine. But with gold prices right now, this is a very hefty cost. These two coins here are real coins, and they're going to be used as examples as to why this should have been a red flag for a purchase, because had they looked at the slab really closely, they would have seen some things that were missing. Also, if they had put it under a loop, they would have saw right away that a coin that says that it's a MS70 shouldn't look the way that this does. Now, to the naked eye, there's things you don't see on coins. Not everybody has great eyesight. My eyes are getting worse over time. That's why I wear glasses. But and I use a loop a lot. So let's talk about the '09 SVDB. So we're going to open this up and we're going to put it under the scope and see exactly, what's going on. So as we take it out, of course, PCGS gives you that nice little do not holder. It's counterfeit, which is very unfortunate because the coin itself is not a bad looking coin. And so I'm going to turn on the invisible scope and we're going to put this under there and see what we see. All right, as you can see right there, 1909 SVDB. Now, from what I understand, inside this S, there should be a little bitty dot. And you know what? Inside this holder, or inside this loop I'm looking at, I really don't see that dot. Which lets me understand that this is a 1909 VDB that had a mint mark put on it later, because when you turn it over, you can see the VDB right there. The VDB is actually done correctly. It's one of those things that it would have taken just a few seconds to look at, and just inside the S on the top part right here, let me get my little pointer. Right inside of there should be a little die chip inside that S. And I don't see it. Matter of fact, let's zoom in. And I still don't see it. For purposes of education and everything, we're going to take this down and focus even more. And yes, you can see it is not there. And whoever put this on did a really good job in the sense of, to the naked eye, it would look all right. But for those of you that know what you're looking for, and it's something that I wish I had seen, and it would be right in there, there'd be a little tiny die chip bump inside that S. Very unfortunate that that happened, but hey, like I said, we all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, and everybody in the end made it right. I made it right for the person that purchased it from me. The dealer that I bought it from made it right to me, and so on. The next thing I'm going to show you is this gold coin that was purchased, and show you what is going on here, because this one is kind of a shocker. All right. So those of you that collect coins and know slabs pretty well, understand that when you look at a real PCGS slab, you can see right there in the corner, it says PCGS in the plastic. The entire border is sealed, and real PCGS coins of the same era lock into each other, okay? These lock in. That's an important thing. Now, when I take two PCGS slabs, now this is another real PCGS slab, because you can see in the corner there, the PCGS, it goes all the way around. When I put this modern one to this modern one, they're not even close to the same size. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen, right there. That is an aftermarket slab where you can, open the slab after time. This one's been, of course, super glued together, but this slab does not have the PCGS in the corners. It doesn't have the frostiness, that it's too clear. The label, although it's a nice looking label, is not really 100% either when you look at those. But there's so many different labels that exist that honestly, the person that bought this made just a honest mistake and didn't pick up on some of those key features. Now we're going to put this coin under the scope as well, so I can show you that had they used a loop, they would have not purchased this coin, because there's some really telltale other signs that are crazy going on here. And right off the bat, ladies and gentlemen, look at how this is supposed to be an MS-70 coin, and it is just muddled, and the surfaces aren't right or even. There's stuff missing. So for this to say it's a 70, it literally lets you know that, like the person that said that they bought this at the shop, they're really busy. They didn't look at it. They saw the slab. This also goes into the buy the slab, not the buy the coin, not the slab argument. But when you turn this coin upside down and look at the reverse, it's the same kind of issue, and it's just a very, very poorly made example. But it's crazy to see that sometimes this will happen, even at your coin shops. And people that are scammers, true scammers, actually know, hey, I'm going to, get one over on these guys because they're really busy. And I think I can, sell this right away and not get caught. And sure enough, That's what happened in this example. But hey, at least things were made right on some levels. Unfortunately for the shop, they're out on this coin. It is something that is unfortunate, but it's part of doing business. As a coin shop or even a dealer, somebody like myself that goes to shows and sells and buys, sometimes we make mistakes. If you want to correspond, it's ravenhawkcoins at gmail.com. Our P.O. Box is 721296, Norman, Oklahoma 73070. Like always, please make sure to take care of one another, and we'll see you real soon. Ravenhawk Coins, have a great day.